Tesla's biggest event of the year is just a couple of days away, and we have got some crazy, and I'm talking crazy last-minute leaks and conspiracy theories on what is coming next. Plus, Tesla just made some insane price adjustments to their vehicles, some good, some bad. Also, I've got a bit of bad news that every Tesla owner needs to know about. And we've got some brand new leaks on Model Y Juniper that are shaping up to make this car like one of the best Tesla upgrades ever, confirming some new design changes that you guys are going to love. We have got lots and lots of Tesla news to break down in this video, and like I mentioned, some pretty wild conspiracy theories, so let me break down all the big headlines, tell you what you need to know in this video, and also give a huge thanks to 70My for sponsoring this video as well. So as I just mentioned, there's been a lot of cryptic messaging online from official Tesla accounts, partner accounts. There's just a lot of crazy conspiracy theories on some things that may or may not be happening, but first, let me break down what is concrete. The first is that if you missed the news, Tesla has removed their base Model 3 offering, the rear-wheel drive offering here in the US. Mainly, speculation is sort of brewing because of the LFP-based battery and some potential tariffs and taxes and complications that would come with selling that vehicle in the US. So if you're interested in that vehicle, it is no longer an option. Now, the cheapest Model 3 you can buy today still is a rear-wheel drive offering, but it's the long-range rear-wheel drive offering at about $42,000-ish before we get into incentives and the federal tax credit and stuff like that. So good news here is that you are still going to be able to take advantage of that federal tax credit, and you are getting, a long-range vehicle that is a really nice vehicle, but no LFP battery, which means for those of you who really love charging to 100%, for example, every single day, don't have the battery chemistry in this current Model 3 to do that and make that happen. So definitely something to keep in mind. Tesla's also hosting a bunch of different discounts on the Model 3 and Model Y in their existing inventory. If you're looking for a long-range rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive model of either of these are not demo vehicles, and as Sawyer Mayer points out, up to $2,500 off in the US. So if you're looking to scoop up a Tesla, you might be able to save an additional bit of money by looking in existing inventory. Tesla's also decided to extend their $0 down promotion for the Model Y here in the US. So if you want to go that route, they're still promoting it heavily on the website. If you want to buy a Model Y, there is a good incentive there. But a couple of things to keep in mind. Like I've mentioned before, I think it's very highly possible that we see some pretty great Model Y deals near the end of Q4, as we know Juniper is around the corner, and yeah, I've got some news to share on that in a moment, some exciting stuff. But also, you might want to wait, as there's a lot of speculation on what Tesla could be working on next in terms of deals and discounts. For example, Tesla was cryptically posting on X about zero in South Korea, 000, and everyone wanted to know what that was. Was it binary? Was it Morse code? Turns out it was a 0% interest finance special that Tesla is currently running. And as we've seen Tesla do over and over and over again, they will bring overseas promotions to other markets around the world, including right here in the United States in the broader North American market. And there is some talk that we could be seeing a 0% APR promotion for Model Y. We know that Tesla, over the last couple of weeks and months, has run some special low APR promos for Model 3 and Model Y, but we could be seeing a 0% option soon. So something to keep on your radar. There's again, a $0 down promo right now, but 0% could be coming in the not too distant future. Now, I also should mention that with the removal of that base Model 3, there's a lot of speculation on if that could ever return, and if it was to return, what it could look like. Like I mentioned in a previous video, in a couple of previous videos actually, there was obviously this spot of this really oddly wrapped and oddly designed Model 3 that was sort of a mesh of the Highland design with the older design. Lots of renewed speculation on what we could see in a base Tesla model. And while I think there is a good shot we hear about this before the end of the year, maybe something at the 1010 event that I'll get into in a moment, there is a lot of speculation speculation that what Tesla could simply do is reintroduce this model. Maybe it's a software-locked battery, but has the interior of what we've got with the model over in Mexico. So this is the cloth interior. It's the white ambient lighting. It has no screen, has no heated or cooled seats, stuff like that. While it is sort of a bummer to miss out on these things, Tesla's also doing this to cut down on costs and save the end user money. So I wouldn't be surprised if a new lower cost Model 3 does reemerge at some point with some features removed to cut down on cost. And also maybe this is in conjunction with sort of the new, cheaper model. Maybe this is the cheaper model, maybe it's not, but definitely something to keep on your radar. As we've seen multiple times from Tesla, they will very often remove a car and then reintroduce it later and then remove it and reintroduce it. We saw how many times did that happen with the base Model Y, so something to think about as well in terms of a cheaper Tesla and specifically a cheaper Model 3. Also, a bit of bad news to share with every Tesla owner. Well, I guess maybe some good news, but mostly bad news. Tesla is making an interesting change to their premium connectivity package where you're going to get one of your features removed. So, for years now, there's been, I don't know if it's TuneIn or Stitcher, whatever, Tesla calls it streaming. It's like a place where you can go to listen to music and podcasts and news and stuff like that. That has not only been rebranded now, I think there was some corporation change behind the scenes, so it's got a new icon and a new logo and stuff like that. But the main thing here is that it's no longer going to be included with premium connectivity. I think you've got 60 or 90 days until that is discontinued, and you're going to have to pay if you want to keep continuing to listen to the media on there. So it's like a subscription service separate, sort of like if you wanted Apple Music or Tidal and Spotify and stuff like that. So that is something to keep in mind, that it's no longer going to be available on your Tesla. And also, I know over in Europe, or I don't know if it's Europe, there's another market where people are upset that I guess Spotify was included, that it's no longer being included. But there's also some speculation that maybe Spotify free tiers could be available in your Tesla, because correct me if I'm wrong down below, but as of right now, in order to use Spotify in your Tesla, you've got to have a premium account, but that might be going away soon as a limitation. And also, of course, there's the big, ordeal of SiriusXM, which is coming to all Teslas, which is already leaked in a pretty major way. So a lot of media changes coming to Teslas over the next couple of months. I would suspect that we see some big moves in this part with the holiday update coming around the Christmas time, near the end of December, towards the end of the year. So definitely keep your eyes out on that. But some bad news you should know if you are a subscriber to premium connectivity, just got a little bit less useful. Now, whether you're thinking about waiting for one of these new 2025 Teslas, which do look super compelling, or you're looking to scoop up on the savings that are active right now, there's one sort of dirty Tesla hidden secret that everyone needs to know. And that is that as great as it is to have these cameras built in your Tesla, they're not very good, especially the Hardware 3 systems on many, many, many of the Teslas out there, including ones I own. They're just really not good and better than nothing, but I highly recommend every Tesla owner go with a dedicated dash cam system to get really just way superior quality. And my favorite, the one I'm using and recommend, is the AA10 from 70mi. This thing is packing all the bells and whistles you'd want in a dash cam system. Super sensing ADAS, built-in GPS, a fully loaded companion app, the ability to connect via 4G, so you always got connectivity no matter where you are for your camera, and superior image quality that looks phenomenal, whether it's shiny daytime or dark nighttime. This is using the Sony Starvis 2 IMX678. This is sort of cutting edge image processing technology here. And not only are you getting crystal clear 4K footage, but also industry leading image quality from an amazing sensor here. A lot of amazing tech built in to just give you the best quality all around your vehicle. You've also got dual channel recording, so you can record obviously the front view and the rear view. And also what I love here most is the night owl vision here built in at 70mi, sort of working their magic here to really finely tune the image for lower light scenarios. The AA10 is also loaded with great technology here as well, and lots of built-in smarts. Like I mentioned before, there's a really great companion app that's loaded with features, lets you manage everything from your phone. There's also the smart Park Guardian sort of system that's harnessing the power of AI to see people around your car, identify it, let you know if something's going on, and the ability to have this thing connected via 4G LTE USB-C means that you can always stay connected no matter where your car is. And you can always sort of get push alerts on your phone letting you know what's going on, or do a live check-in to see what's going on. You've got the functionality here and all those built-in smarts. It is incredible what the AA10 can do. I'm telling you, folks, every Tesla owner needs this, and they've got some amazing deals going on for Prime Day. Limited time here, folks, where you can save up to 35% off with my special links down below. Again, every Tesla owner should have a dedicated dash cam system. This is my favorite. This is the best. Great image quality. I love all the built-in smarts. So if you want to learn more, check it out for yourself today. And again, save for a limited time. Links and all that info right down below in the description. All right, and then, of course, we've got to talk about Tesla's 10/10 event, because there's a lot of last-minute leaks and rumors and crazy things here you need to know. First, though, I've got something personal I want to share, and that is a thank you from me to you, because it's only thanks to you guys that I actually got an invite to this event. So, yes, I'm excited to announce I will be there in LA, and I will be covering the announcement, whatever it may be, however many vehicles it may be, on 10/10. So, first off, before I get into all the leaks and stuff, just a big thanks from me to you guys, because it wouldn't be possible without your viewership and without you guys subscribing and supporting that I have this opportunity. So thank you so much for your support of that, and only thanks to you guys, I'll be there to cover what should be, according to all Tesla employees who've been talking about this, and Elon and analysts, like the biggest Tesla event since the unveil of the Model 3 back in like 2017, I want to say, or it's been many years, and it's supposed to be a pretty big event for a couple of interesting reasons. So long story short, I think one of the most interesting things about this event is just how much hasn't leaked. Now, you're seeing video here I'm showing you on screen right now that Tesla put out themselves of what is coming, but really the only leaked photo as of right now was this alleged spy shot taken of the Cybercab. This is allegedly it. It's wrapped in this weird wrapping. There's a box on the back that may or may not be a part of the final design, but this has been it. And it's been quite remarkable given all of the Tesla leaks we've seen with Model Y Juniper, which I'll get back into in a moment, and other software things, that by and large, what a Tesla is going to show off at this event really hasn't leaked. So that's super exciting from a product and hardware perspective. So that's cool. And then in terms of what we could see, right now, I've actually heard some rumors that we could be seeing multiple new vehicles unleashed and unlocked at this event, and also some speculation that Optimus could be making an appearance as well, given the tagline of We Robot, that maybe there are some Optimus announcements there, maybe there are some demos to be seen. Of course, the big thing is going to be the new full self-driving suite with this Cybercab, this fully autonomous vehicle that can drive people around. Basically, think of an Uber competitor, but there is no driver in the vehicle. That's supposed to be cool. Hopefully, we see a demo of how the software works. Of course, the design of this vehicle, this 2-passenger or 4-passenger vehicle, is going to be super interesting, because no one knows exactly what it's going to look like or how it is going to work. And then also we've heard that this should be, at least by and large, partly the basis of what is coming for a cheaper Tesla. So there is obviously the star of the show is going to be the Cybercab and how that's going to work, but also there is a lot of interest in if we could see a secondary vehicle based off of this, that could be the cheaper Tesla, like the $25,000 Model 2. Not sure if we see that or not, but something to keep on your radar. And then, of course, as I've mentioned before, a lot of speculation as what could be coming with the Model Y Juniper. Could there be a release? Could there be an announcement? Could there be anything? This certainly seems to be the event where all eyes will be on Tesla. And again, if they wanted to make a big move, this would certainly be the place to do it. Not sure if it's going to happen or not, but again, I certainly would not count it out. I'm giddy from my excitement here. Would not want to count it out given all we've seen from Tesla over the last couple of months and weeks and all the anticipation for this new Model Y. What also adds another interesting layer of complexity to this story is this post on X from McDonald's showing not a Big Mac and 10/10 as the date of some big announcement. Now, there's been a lot of speculation as to whether or not this is actually connected to Tesla or if this is some sort of independent thing. But given the reference to 10/10 and not a Big Mac sort of being maybe a nod to not a flamethrower, it seems like there's too many coincidences here to be just a coincidence. So I'm curious to see what that could be. Obviously, Tesla has worked with McDonald's in the past. They've done, I believe, some special like forks and other accessories over, I think, in the Chinese market. So maybe we see some sort of McDonald's integration there, something to keep on your radar. How many times, can someone tally down below in the comments how many times I've said keep on your radar? I know it's been a couple times, but again, something to sort of keep your eyes out for. Also, a bit of Cybertruck news for those of you who are interested. A couple of interesting things over the last couple of weeks. Tesla has released full self-driving on Cybertruck, which is super cool, along with Autopark. So that is now rolling out to Cybertruck Foundation Series owners. And speaking of Foundation Series, Tesla has finally begun to sell and even schedule delivery for non-Foundation Series Cybertrucks. And I think someone, I'll put the X post on here, did a nice breakdown of all the different extras and costs and stuff like that. And it's about $15,000 to go with sort of your Foundation Series things over the basic price. So if you're interested in a dual motor Cybertruck for $80,000 or the Cyber Beast for $100,000 and you aren't interested in the Foundation Series add-ons and extras, that is now available for you to buy if you get an email. It's by invitation only currently. Like I had mentioned before, Tesla's going to go through the reservation system and you sort of have to already be in line. It's not available to order. If you want to get a Cybertruck, you can jump on the website and order Foundation Series, but Tesla's doing an invite only thing for the non-Foundation Series truck. So really big, basically $20,000 discount just came to Cybertruck, but it's on a invite only basis now to order, probably rolling out to more people over the coming weeks and months. And then, of course, we've got to talk about what could potentially be a new Model Y leak from an overseas publication. Now, I will not even attempt to translate what this says. I've tried to go through like Google Translate and stuff. There's not really a lot of information here besides the fact that, yeah, Tesla's working on a new car. We should see it in 2025. And I should just say major grain of salt here to take with this. This image could be legitimate. It could be not. It's obviously it's a render, but maybe I guess the idea of this report is it's based off of some internal knowledge. We don't know. But it does, again, show us what Tesla is working on with Model Y Juniper. And one of the interesting things here this shows, again, is that a light bar theme here is going to be way more present here, kind of like Cybertruck, that we don't have on Model 3. So this would show us a rear light bar, which we've actually already seen photos of, that does appear to be legitimate on the back. And then also a light bar would be there on the front of the vehicle as well, which if it looks anything like this, which I think looks more like a performance trim, looks super cool. I am all about this new Model Y Juniper design. Again, it's taking heavy liberties from the Model 3 design. It's going to be very similar in that regard to what we've got on the new Model 3. A lot of speculation as if we could see some Cybertruck DNA here as well, not only in terms of design DNA, but also in terms of things like steer-by-wire, 48-volt architecture, things like that, potentially a front bumper camera as well. Again, Model Y Juniper is super exciting, and there's a lot of speculation on when we could see this. It seems like the consensus is the release of Model Y Juniper, let me center myself in the camera here, is not going to be until at least at the earliest Q1 of 2025, but maybe a reveal or an announcement or something to that effect could be before the end of the year, maybe at the big 10/10 event. So that's sort of our latest peek at Model Y Juniper, and as we get more info, of course, I will let you guys know. All right, everybody, so I'm curious, what are your thoughts on all this stuff? Any last-minute predictions on what we could see at the big 10/10 event? What would you like to see me cover as I'm there? Of course, not only will I have full coverage, but my plan is to do a video as soon as I can right after the event. So keep your eyes peeled and your notifications on for your YouTube app, because I'll have a full-length breakdown of everything that Tesla announces, and also some like on-the-ground sort of coverage from the event. So I'll get that video up ASAP. But again, your thoughts on the news of the week, your thoughts on updates, your thoughts on deals, your thoughts on discounts, drop a comment down below and let me know. Also, your thoughts on sort of the multicam setup here. I'm trying something new this time, trying to keep these videos more engaging, as I know they can be a little bit long, lots of news to break down. Let me know if you like that in the comments down below. And if you want a free way to win some Amazon money, I'll have to do those giveaways. 3 simple things you got to do. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I want to know, how about this in your comment? Your ideal length for these videos. Do you appreciate the more in-depth videos, like the 15, 20-minute videos where we go more in-depth on topics? Would you appreciate some more less verbose videos that are a bit more cut down and more like 5 minutes or sub 10 minutes? Should I be making shorts? You're not going to hurt my feelings, but I would love to know your thoughts on the content length down below and even content ideas as well, as I appreciate you guys. Again, it's only thanks to you guys that I get to do this, and only thanks to you guys that I get to go cover the event, which I greatly, greatly appreciate. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. I am Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.